Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's your beekeeper here. I don't know. It's kind of out of character. Normally, I grow my layer of fir in the winter time, but trying something different. What the hell? Little summer scruff, right? We'll let it go for a minute. Look, I'm an idiot. I threw a coat of paint on it. We'll see. Today is Tuesday. Let me check my high-tech phone to see what day it is. It's Tuesday, June 24th. It's about 9 o'clock at night. Just kind of getting home, just kind of getting settled down, and I've got about, I don't know, several hours of work and stuff I need to get done tonight before I can call it good. And I was out here in the shop just kind of goofing with stuff. And listen, I'm gonna try to keep this video pretty quick. I put up a lot of different videos. I mean, if you've been watching my channel for more than 15 minutes, you know I've got a bunch of different interests, put a bunch of different channels up, so I get a whole lot of different commenters, right? And I mentioned before that I do read every single comment. I mean, I'm not even exaggerating when I say that, because I get the email notification when somebody makes a comment in one of my videos, and I've got, I don't know, a couple hundred videos. I read everything, and I respond to probably 98.5% of them. Some of them are just goofy, and I just not really not much to respond to. But even if it's a simple thank you or whatnot. But having such a variety of videos on my channel, it's not focused on one specific field. I get a lot of different people that make comments on certain types of videos that don't make other comments on other types of videos. What am I trying to say? Okay, here's what I'm trying to say. I knew there was a reason I was here tonight. There are a lot of questions that people ask that seem to be pretty common, that pretty recurrent. So I figured I'd just throw a video up there, kind of a Q&A. You know, ask me, ask Steve, what's going on. So I've got about 6 or 8 comments that seem to keep coming up in either in various videos or several times in the same video, which is always interesting to me. And excuse me just a minute. And so I thought I would address that here and now. There's the pellet trap. I got a coat of paint on it, as you can see. Yeah, it's green, right? Seems like the last 3 projects I've done have been green. This is still left over from when I did the rototiller about 1.5 years ago. I stocked up on a bunch of meadow green paint and hunter green. Got the rototiller redone, put back together. I did the cherry picker in green. And I still have a couple cans of this crap laying around, so I figured, I'm gonna leave it outside, right? Just make it green. So it's green. I'll get a chance to mess with this tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. And that crap bag apartment that, I don't know, I guess it's been about 3 weeks now. I haven't done any videos on it in about 3 weeks, but that crap bag apartment is finally getting the hardwood floors done. I got the kitchen reconfigured. I got all the drains flowing properly. Place is painted already. Floor guys getting done. So I have tomorrow to be a half day, long and the short of it, and I'm going to throw this up on the hill, and we're going to see how it works. I have no idea how it works. So that brings me to the comments. Let's see what I can do with comments. Good stuff. The first comment we're going to go over is this one, and this is actually a big thanks. There's a guy called Kydex by Parlusk. Did I say that right? I had talked about on the video that I was going to put zip ties on either side of this, and he says, you know, O-rings on either side of the target will work too. Duh. Thank you. Look, buddy. O-rings. Love your videos. Keep them coming. Thanks. Jonathan Hibbard. I know you like the tractor bids, but it's going to happen. I've had actually a couple guys ask me about the little Gilson tractors. If you're not paying real close attention, I do have 2, and they're absolutely identical. I've got one up at the ranch property and one here in the city house, and I have every intention to get that one stripped apart and painted this year. It's probably going to be August or so. This apartment that I'm working on now is rented out for July 1st, so come July 1, I may actually have a few weeks off in July to get the sawmill done. I keep hating to throw. I hate to keep throwing that out there, but I haven't had any time, guys. I've been working. You know, it is what it is. Work is good. I got to make hay when the sun shines, and there's a lot of hay to be made this year. This year's been full of hay fields and full of sun. I got to do what I got to do, and you know, things have been kind of weird on a personal level. I keep having friends of mine all around my age. They keep dropping dead or having issues. Major. I've had 2 friends that have had congestive heart failure, right? And they're all right around my age. One of them's a good YouTube friend who I follow here on YouTube, and I've been talking to on the phone for the last couple of years. And then another buddy of mine from high school who's my age. He's like 43. I think he may be 44. Anyway, had congestive heart failure about 2.5 months ago, and then plus my friends keep dying. It's kind of weird. This last one, I made a whole video. I have my Binks Super Bee right here, that airless sprayer from the early 70s, and I rebuilt the whole fluid section. I bought a rebuild kit, new Teflon, new leather packings, you know, check balls, and I did this whole video on rebuilding that fluid section. And quite honestly, in post-production, I was whiny. And so I haven't uploaded it yet because I'm not sure how I'm going to fix that, because now the thing works, right? But I had just gotten the call that morning that a gal friend of mine who I've known since I was a teenager, 43 years old, she's my age, 43 years old, woke up Sunday morning about 2.5 weeks ago with a really bad headache. Right, so she started the day with a really bad headache, wasn't getting better, went to the doctor, and by the close of business that night, she was on life support. And she had a brain aneurysm that they couldn't operate on, and it popped. And damn, man, just damn. That's all I got to say. And so I got that call on Sunday that she was in, and I was kind of tripping about that. And then the Wednesday that I got the call that they finally pulled her off life support was when I was working on the sprayer, because I was up in the Yosemite cabin staining some decks. I ran about 15 gallons of a semi-transparent stain through that thing, and the internal check valves were bleeding back, and so I bought a kit. And anyway, I was whiny. It's whiny. So I'm heading up to Reno this weekend, this Saturday. I'm going to put that little Jetta. That's another thing too. Somebody's asking me about the Jetta that I bought for my daughter, or my daughter's Jetta, I should say. I'm going somewhere. I don't have it here. It doesn't matter. Excuse me. Somewhere in North Reno this coming up Saturday for her services about noon, and then I'm shooting over to the Nugget, John Esquaga's Nugget in Sparks. There's a car show out there, a rat rod show, and a buddy of mine's got a couple of his rat rods out there. So when I'm done with that in Reno, I'm going to shoot up to Sparks, and then I don't know. We'll see where the wind takes me. We'll see where the wind takes me after that. But so you know, I got a couple of vids in the can that are probably not going to make it up to YouTube just because I'm a whiny little girl. And I've had a lot of people ask about the GTO. It is what it is, guys. I'm working 7 days a week right now, and I just don't have the time. I'd love to. We'll see. Maybe August, September. It doesn't really get ugly around here till mid-November. So we'll see. And then somebody asked me if I was going to let my daughter drive the GTO, and my response to that is absolutely no. I've owned that car since 1987. I was a kid when I bought it, and no exaggeration, I'm the only guy that's driven that car, sat behind that wheel, and actually physically driven that car. The kids played in it when they were little, but I'm the only guy that's driven that car since 1987. And it's not a control thing. It's just, you know what, if that thing's going to end up upside down in a ditch or bent in half around a tree, I want to be the dude spinning the wheel. That's just the way it is. I put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into that car. And this video is really long. This video is getting really long. Okay, I got to make it faster. Mites. So far, bees. Let's go to the bees. So far, the mites are, I think the bees are doing a pretty good job at cleaning themselves up, cleaning the mites off of themselves. Last Sunday, I found, you know, my usual, I don't know, 15, 18, maybe 20 mites on that inspection board. That's over a period of 7 days, and I haven't seen any on the bees. And I literally have those panels up to my face, and I'm looking for. I saw one bee a month ago that had a mite on its shoulder, and they're really not hard to see on them. They're not microscopic per se. They're small, but they show up pretty easily on the back of the bees. I didn't see any of this the last 2 times. I haven't seen any on the bees. I'm holding off on the poison. I'm gonna help them do what they do. And well, people talk about the queen bees. God, I could go on and on about the supercells that they build to build queens, and why do I dig them out? I dig them out because I don't want my hive to split. If I allow a queen to be born, she's going to get born, she's going to go off to get laid, she's going to come back fertilized, and she's taken half that hive, and they're going to go look for new digs. The other option is that if she's really feisty, she'll come back to the hive and kill my existing queen. I don't really want that either. I mean, it is what it is, right? So if I just keep them from making a queen and having a queen grow, then we're going to be in good shape. Oh, there's another one about mites. So yeah, I'm hoping not to use mite medicine. Oh, and then making honey. Here's another one too that's pretty popular about the bees. People keep asking me, when you're going to have honey, when you're going to have honey. And quite honestly, I'm not really sure. I'm almost certain I'm going to have it this year, assuming I don't have any catastrophic failures of the hive. It's Mother Nature, you know, things could happen. I could have a raccoon come in here and flip that hive over on its back, and the queen dies, and I'm stuck. Oh, so I don't want to expand the hive too quickly. If you do that, you risk losing the thermal balance in there that the bees can and cannot maintain. If it gets really hot, there are not going to be enough bee bodies in there to cool the thing down. If it gets too cold, it's interesting when it's cold out, like in the morning when I pull those out, I like to get in there when it's still like 6:30 or 7 in the morning. It's 50 degrees maybe, no sun. All the bees are huddled around the eggs and the larvae to keep some warmth in there to keep them. So if you grow your hive too quickly, you don't allow the bees to populate it fully, then you're going to have issues on regulating hot, regulating cold, and being able to defend the hive against ants, spiders, other bees, rogue bees trying to come in there and take them over or take their honey. So it's got to build. It's got to build. They're doing a pretty good job at filling it themselves. That's pretty cool. So we'll see. If I can set the box there mid to late July, I anticipate it'll be the end of August. I can probably have some honey panels that I can get some. And am I going to sell? Somebody just asked, Lawrence asked if I was going to sell honey. And not initially. I don't know that I'll have enough really to make it, not this year, maybe in spring. We'll see. I've done that whole selling thing before. It's not really my thing to sit at a farmer's market, or I don't know. We'll see. My kids are older now than what they were before, and they seem to have interest in wanting to get into that process of separating the honey from the wax. So it you never know. We'll see. Oh, Mopar dude. Oh, hold on a sec. I'll be right back. Mopar dude. Dude, I had one in my hoard, right? And am I going to put him out for the birds? I may. Look at him. He's mean looking. I need to polish up his eyeballs. They're a little cloudy. Yeah, about the birds and the finches and molesting my bees. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. They seem to be leaving them alone now as the bee population grows, as the bees have figured out a zig and zag move. They don't seem to be as interested in the bees anymore. So I'm going to let that kind of play out. Worst case, I can do this, but it's kind of a problem that I created. I mean, I have half a dozen birdhouses on my property here to draw the birds in because I thought they were cool. And then all they do is crap on my cars and eat my bees, right? Eat my strawberries. Little bastards. SLR Live, what's up, bro? This is gone. So I'm done. Thanks for watching. Look at, like I have stage lights. You see the shadow? Oh, I blew it. I've only got one light right there because I have a hat. Anyhow, if you guys like this format, if you like Q&A, I'll work at it. I'll work at maybe making it more creative or something, but I don't know. Just throw me some questions if you want to know. Cool. Appreciate you guys watching. Take it easy. See ya! If you like Q&A, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'll talk.